night, evening, whatever you say, Friday evening live. And I used to do it at night, but nowadays at 8:30 generally I have that your certification course, so I don't do it at that time. So generally at 6:30 I do, and this is I'm doing it for the past around a month, I think. In a month I'm doing this, and I try to answer all of the questions which are there which the student asks. And even I used to do a lot of one to one earlier, so I got a lot of questions. Means nowadays I'm not getting much time, but I'm going to start that again, start the one to ones again, and you can clear all of your doubts in that. But right now you can think this as a one to one, means you can ask me anything, means and I used to do this one to one. A lot of people used to not come, and I am really busy, means nowadays. But maybe I'm going to start one to one again, because I got some very good people out of those one to one who are not even in my paid batches and all, but they are doing awesome in life. Means one of them have also got a job. Means I've been a mechanical engineer. I was talking to him, and he's doing great in his job. Maybe so I will introduce him sometime. So that is there. And most of you know, means all of my students who generally are done my workshop boot camps, and means the paid boot camps I do, they also got a job, because I teach everyone, whether you're from YouTube or whether you're coming from the boot camp. I teach them very basic things, means how to get a job. It is not only about the learning and all. See, if you go to my profile on LinkedIn, you see all of my students, whether they're from YouTube or whether they're from a paid batch, they all code in public. So that is one of the main thing which all of this does, and they are doing great. Means they're getting offers from that only, coding in public. They're getting those offers from there only. They don't have to depend on anyone, including me. They don't have to depend on me, but I'm always there for them. Means especially the paid people, I have to uh, I have to be there for them. Okay, so that is there. And okay, one sec. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Mosam is here. Mosam, can you come on YouTube? Means it's better you come on YouTube. Okay, so hi. Okay, come on YouTube. Okay, and you asked a good question. What is the difference between uh, mean stack and mun stack? So mean stack stands for MongoDB Express, Angular, and Node, and the mun stack stands for MongoDB Express, React and Node. So only that front end thing changes, but the front end thing changing, that's a very big thing, because if I change React to Angular, it's a very big change which is there. Because and I teach both of them, but I tell people to learn only React, not go towards the Angular thing, because there are not much jobs in it. Although it should always be, I every 1 or 2 months I take that Angular certification also, because Angular is something which you if you know after React, it's a very good thing, because it is still used in a lot of service based company, and a lot of old projects are in Angular. Even the newer projects are getting started in Angular, because my last project as a architect was in Angular only. Because what happens, some big companies, they're very much they have a lot of Angular resources. So big companies, that some of the employees are there for a long time. So if there are a lot of Angular resources, and Angular is also keep on updating, because it's Google is behind it. So Angular is keep on updating. So they keep on even starting a new project from Angular only. They will not touch React, because see, once your developer knows Angular is actually much better than React. It is very much complicated than React. Complicated in the thing, I will tell, not like that. Means it takes a lot of time to learn. The main thing is that it will take around 2 to 3 months to learn, whereas React, the core part of it will take only 1 month to learn, not more than 1 month to learn. React class based, React hooks, and you can add something more also to it. Something by something more, what I'm telling, you can add Redux also, because Redux is very much required in React. I am soon taking a corporate batch, and very big requirement for them was Redux, because in production project I have to teach some interns for their company. Okay, so I have to teach some interns, and though they want them to learn Redux, and especially Redux Thunk. I generally teach Redux Thunk, but they want Redux Saga also. So Redux Saga is also like Redux Thunk. So in main production project, it will always be there. It will always be there. Those Saga and all those things will be there. Okay, sir, how to learn new technology fast? Because I waste more time in just learning basic. That's a very good question, Sumit. And all of you, if you can come on the YouTube, it will be great. Means try to come on my YouTube channel. Sometime I'm using a platform in which I'm replying, then it doesn't goes to the LinkedIn. So Sumit, if you can come on YouTube, it will be great. What is the best way to learn a new tech? Both of these questions are very good. So how to learn a new tech? Because it was a lot of people do these things. Okay, so sometimes people think that everything is available free on the net, so I will go and learn. I know people who learn HTML for 6 months only from going through the W3C school link. W3C school, the most you do HTML tutorial, the first link which will open is the W3C school. And HTML should not take more than 2 days. Even for absolute beginners, it should not take 2 days. And people do six months in HTML only. I know those people because those people have pinged me. Okay, so yeah, hi. So those people have pinged me, and they are taking 2 to 6 months to do only HTML. Whether HTML, if you want to if you want to use that much time, you should use that much time in CSS. It will benefit you, but no, HTML will not. Those tags you cannot memorize those tags and all those things. So even in my Saturday workshop which I take, I complete the complete HTML. Complete HTML I do, and I tell the people don't go beyond that. So it's HTML is a JavaScript workshop, but the main thing is that HTML is completed. CSS JavaScript, you have to learn more than that. It is not completed in 3 hours, but I only touch the surface. And now you asked how to learn a new technology fast. So there is nothing like fast or slow, like thing like that. But you have to learn means every day is a different way to learn. I cannot learn from the official docs. For me, it is not possible. I go through some YouTube videos only. YouTube videos. First, I will try to do some blog, but blog is again not updated. So YouTube videos is the main thing which is required, to do anything. First find out some good YouTube videos and then do it. And find a mentor, because whoever asks me that if you want to learn something new, I give them a complete playlist from my channel. So you don't have to go beyond that. I give a playlist. Whoever asks me that suppose I want to be a React.js developer, I have a playlist completed. Okay, don't go outside that. I have a playlist for that. It's okay, you have to learn HTML from this, then CSS, then you have to do some CSS projects using Flexbox and Grid. From front end mentor, I have the series for that also. Then you have to do JavaScript ES6, and then maybe JavaScript ES6 and JavaScript projects, React project, some Firebase and One projects, and some Redux projects, and some React Autobus. All of these things are there. So I am even not able to clear coding assessments. So you have to practice a lot to clear coding assessment. You have to practice a lot. So there are different kind of coding assessments are there. So some coding assessments, maybe if you are going for a FANG type of a company or product based company, their coding assessments is very difficult. But you're going for a normal company, means it depends. Means if you're going for an Infosys interview and all those, they ask a different thing. They ask something like a logical reasoning question. So you're not clear what they are going to ask you. Or if they give you a project to make. A lot of startups, what they do, they give you project to make. Okay, so they will give you some project to make it in 1 hour. By seeing that, I do that. I also hire from my startup, so I do that. I give them coding assignment and they have to complete it 1 hour, and I see what they are doing. That is how I do. So and I give very easy coding assignment. People don't know that much also. I ask them to do an API call to a JSON placeholder site, and people don't know how to do an API call also in React. They will tell me something like, "Okay, sir, what is there in our company? We were doing something like." What you say? Okay, so they have given us something, and through that library we are doing the API call. So I don't want know how to do API call with fetch or access. So that is not an answer. Means you have to sometimes go beyond whatever you're learning. So that's how you are a developer. That's how you can charge 10 lakh after 1 year. People charge 10 lakh after 1 year. So they should not be stuck in the company code only. They have to A developer have to do some side projects and learn from YouTube and all. So you should don't know which frameworks best for front end, and React, nothing else than that. It is always React which is the best. Means most number of jobs I always tell on this platform, and on every platform I tell. Means React is like, if there are 10 jobs are there, 7 are in React, 2 are in Angular, and 1 is in Vue.js. So you decide it. Means if you want to go for the 7 jobs, or those 2 jobs, or those 1 job, because the React is used everywhere, from enterprise to startups to everywhere it is used. So you can go anywhere. Means startup won't even touch Angular. Why they won't touch Angular? See, as I am taking corporate batches for a lot of startups. So Hindi mein I cannot say. A lot of people are there for all over the world in this channel, so it's not possible. Okay, so a startup is there. So startup generally works with React only, so they don't work in Angular and all. So I teach for a lot of startups. So as I'm telling, that what happens, that I can complete the React.js curriculum in 2 months, means complete HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js in 2 months, but I cannot complete the Angular curriculum in 2 months. Angular curriculum takes time. It's very difficult to teach Angular. So that's the reason startup cannot waste that much time. Although in companies like Infosys, TCS, and all, they have a 6 month training, so they can teach you Angular also, they can teach you React also, everything they can teach. Okay, so that is there. And hope it answered your question. And okay, so Chandrap, I hope it answered your question. And so if nothing else, okay, 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 now what? Okay, so yeah, so yesterday only, sir, for project, should we try to create a new idea, or can we modified version of some apps or clone it? I will tell first, quickly do it through some app and all, modified version of and Sumit again. Okay, you're telling on LinkedIn. Okay, so you try a modified version of some app or clone it. Means you'll find a lot of clones, and some of them will also there be in my channel. Also, some of them will be there. So the thing is that you can do those things, and you can just modify those codes and all, understand those codes. That is the main thing. Is it better to learn Python instead of nothing? Both of them are waste. Both of them are waste, and both of them will waste your career. If you learn Python or Java, don't even touch any one of them. They will just waste your time, waste your career, waste your everything. So Python, a lot of hype is there. There are no jobs in Python. Just search for a job in Python. There will be no jobs in Python. This is something which I tell in this channel for a long time. See, Python, Django, and Flask are not a good frameworks for backend. They're the worst framework. Java is the best. Java is the best framework for backend, but there are already a lot of Java developers out there who are creating awesome things in backend. Because I'm means I have 16 years of experience previous to this. So people are from my age, they are doing this Java thing. And the thing is that even startups don't touch Java. Startup generally touches Node.js. Good startups touches Node.js only. And once they become the like Flipkart, then they have to go to Java. Why? If Flipkart receives like lakhs of requests per second, it cannot, Node.js cannot handle it. Forgot about Flask and Django. They don't even have half the capacity of Node.js. So backend frameworks are like this. Java is there, then Node.js is there, and then all of these frameworks are there, which are don't nobody touches that. If you want to learn something beyond React.js, learn Node.js, nothing else. So Python, somewhat machine learning things are done, and Java nobody touches. Java nobody touches nowadays, because see, if you want to target only enterprise level company, this is very difficult. Means enterprise level company, what happens? A lot of employees are there for a long time. It is not like that. Infosys, I know my people, my friends who are working in Infosys TCS for the past means 16 years. Okay, so for just front end is better. Back end is not better. Front end is always better. Front end has always more scope, because since 2010, the age of web apps have come from Facebook. Everything before that used to be a desktop app. You might not even know that thing if you're just graduated, but you know all this Facebook. I'm streaming through something known as a restream through the browser, not even install some app for that. I don't have any app like that in my system. Means nothing like Facebook, in Instagram, LinkedIn. They're all web apps. They are not simple websites. So what happens? Most number of engineers works in the front end side of it only. Back end side of it, well, less engineer works, and back end side also a lot of them works. But the thing is that it is a bit complicated also. The backend side, even especially in big companies, it's a bit complicated. You have to always clear the ds and algos and all those things. So, and all those things are there because backend is way much complicated in the bigger companies. In smaller companies, they just will have a node.js thing. Node.js is very easy when you learn it through react. It is very easy. It means learn to react means you learn javascript and then you learn react, node.js, everything. Node.js is actually very easy. Scope of front end is 10 times greater than scope of back end right now, because react.js is in so much demand that a 1 year experienced person asks for 10 lakh package. Where can you get that? Nobody like a Django or something will get like that. Okay, and Java, nobody will even touch someone will with having experience less than 5 years. So forget it. For a freshers, it is always you have to be a react.js, because react.js is so much in demand. Means I am not getting react.js for my projects, for my startups, because people ask way too much money. Okay, how to optimize the front end part of our application? Use react.js and it will be optimized. If you require a Flipkart level of optimization, then use next.js, which is the react.js framework. Just use react.js, it will be optimized. It will be more than enough for half of the need of anyone. Okay, react.js is way too much powerful. That's why Facebook is made in react.js. Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, those who don't know, have 3 billion people, means half of the population of this planet on their platform. And it is more complicated in the front end than something known as Google. Google also might get that much request as Facebook, but Facebook have to load a lot of things. So that's why Facebook is the most complicated web app of our era. It is the most complicated web app, because the level of things which it gets, and when it is made in react, and Facebook have created react. Those who don't know, it's gets optimized automatically. It works on something known as virtual dom react, and sites are like way fast. Means you can compare it with a WordPress site. Compare it with the WordPress site. Open a WordPress site and open that, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. It is also faster than Angular and all. Okay, so that is there. Okay. Okay, and what else? Okay, so that is done. Now what? Okay, directly how you can go to Angular? You have to go for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then Angular. Angular and React nobody can do directly if you don't know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, because you create a complete web app in that. You cannot go directly to Angular, cannot directly go to React. JavaScript, Angular, and React are JavaScript framework and library. Okay, so you cannot directly skip the step and go there. Yeah, you can easily get React. If you complete React, only HTML, CSS, JavaScript is not enough. If you complete React, then only you can get a paid internship. Is there any website for creating any front end projects for free? Okay, yeah, there is. Let me give content enter.io. Okay, so it is like after basic knowledge, how can you get, Saurabh? You after you have to do some projects and all. Nobody will give you something for basic knowledge. Basic knowledge React you can get it in 10 days. You attend my React.js workshop, which is a 1 week workshop. You can get the basic knowledge. Okay, okay. So this is the website. Okay, Chinapa is there. This is Frontend Mentor IO, free website to create. You get all those things, and you can create from there. And one more thing is there. Actually, so you might find it difficult, or you might not know how to do it. Means how to go to this site and all. So this might means it is something difficult to think, because you have to know. The first thing is that you have to know CSS Flexbox or Grid for this site, because nowadays all the startups works on CSS Flexbox or Grid. So that is there, and that is something which you need to know for this. So what I will say means even before moving there, okay, one sec, even before moving there, you should do some of the let me give some of my playlists. So you should know two things. Means one is this CSS advanced, you should know, which is basically your flexbox and grid. So I teach this all every month. Okay, those who are new in this to my site, I actually, next week is CSS week. Every month, first week is CSS week, second week is JavaScript week, third week is React JS, and those are the essential things for you to become a web app developer. So those 3 weeks are most important. As I those who are new in this platform, you might know, means every week I take, every month I take this thing on my YouTube channel, free, completely free. First 3 weeks are the most essential thing, and this is CSS advanced, then JavaScript advanced, then React just advanced. Everything I teach there, and then after that, a lot of other things have been done. Like this week, I'm doing Next.js, which is a framework of React JS. Okay, are you going to conduct projects on React? The third week is React JS with complete React training will be given the third week. Projects, you can find it on my channel. There are a lot of projects are there. If you want React projects, the React projects. If you want React projects, let me give sort of some React projects. So these are the React projects. Complete these projects if you know React. Complete these projects and put it them on your LinkedIn profile, and I will tag you back. Tag me, I will tag you back. That is how people are going to learn. Okay. So these are the projects which you can do, React.js projects and all. So that is there, and means one more thing means is there. A lot of people from mechanical background and electrical background, not electronics, electrical background. Right now a person have joined my night classes. Means I'm going to start my next batch of night boot camp from Monday. So he have joined, and he's from electrical background, not electronics. I was wrong. Electrical. And electrical background people are just like mechanical background people, and he will, for college project, am I in third day? Yeah, complete one of my month projects. They are very big projects, and if you want to submit for your college projects, I have some awesome awesome big projects on my channel. Complete those, and your college professor would not also have seen projects like those. They were so those are such big projects. I have a very big project that can be your final term project also. That is such a big project, but you have to learn that thing, because I don't give the GitHub and all. The everything will be there on the channel. Means how to create it. You have to learn it and you have to do it. That can be your final year project also, third year project also, any year project also. Okay. Okay. So you are asking for a final year project. So I will let me give a very good playlist. Okay. Let me give a very good playlist. I will give you React. Okay. Okay. I will give you a very good playlist for the final year project, because that is one of my top series which I have created, and it is, I'm not even getting it. Okay, okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, so this is the final year project. Okay, and you have to learn it and do it. You cannot do it like this. Means it is not, even I don't have provided GitHub also. Okay, you have to learn it completely, do it. Maybe you'll get some errors also here, and I have left a lot of assignment in this. So this is one of the top playlist which you can, if you do it in 2-3 months, your college professor will be amazed with this, because it has got everything from front end to back end, to dashboard to everything. It's a Netflix clone, but it's a very advanced Netflix clone, because it has got the admin dashboard also, which maybe the Netflix people will use. Okay, it is related not only HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Right? It is related to MUN. Okay, it is related to MUN. Not only that. Okay, it is in MUN. So that is there. Okay. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so that is there, and yeah, what I was telling. Okay, so yeah, I was telling that one electrical student have joined my night batch, and he was also telling me, and this has been told to me by a lot of people in the mechanical students have also told me this, that after doing their engineering and all, they get a very bad kind of job. It is not even like they get a job which is like a labor kind of a job. I don't know whether it is true or not, but they say that it's a means those in they have to work in factories and all, and those are means not good. And those, yeah, they have to work for 16 hours a day and a very low salary, and it is not good. So yeah, so for mechanical and electrical students, it's really a bit tougher than to become a software developer, because they don't know anything about computer and all. But it doesn't matter that they cannot become, anyone can become, because I know a person who is from mechanical engineer background. He just watching my YouTube videos and implementing them, he become a developer in a startup. Okay, so that is there. And okay. 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 So how much JS is required to should you know to start as junior developer? That much JS is required. That much you should know as a for being a React.js developer. JS, don't go deep into JS, because JS, if you go deep into JS, it will take you years to learn JavaScript. Take you years and years to, because JavaScript is very easy to learn but very difficult to master. So don't go toward mastering JavaScript and all. So it will not only do that much JavaScript which is required to become your React.js developer. Okay, so only do that much. Okay. And one thing is there. Okay, so this DOM manipulation, those who have done a bit of JavaScript, they will know one thing. DOM manipulation is there. JavaScript is actually much more tougher than React. So React was created for that reason only. React is way too much easier than JavaScript. Once you know the basic of JavaScript, React is way too much easier. See, when you do DOM manipulation and all in JavaScript, the project becomes very complicated. It means you have to know document.query selector, document.this, that, and all those things. React, it doesn't work directly on the DOM. It's a virtual DOM thing. So React code, I find it much more easier than a JavaScript DOM. In fact, some of my student was telling that he's finding JavaScript very tough. So I told him wait for React, and you'll find it very easy. The main goal of JavaScript should always be to React, because nobody is going to give you a job with knowing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. No startup will touch you. So there are only two kind of jobs. Again, let me tell. There are only two kind of jobs in web development. One web development job is like only HTML and CSS you should know, and you combine WordPress with that. You have to know WordPress also. You have to know WordPress also with that. So WordPress, once you know WordPress, then you can get to that kind of job which is about developing those small websites, like those 5 6 thousand websites. And the problem with this job is that you won't get much money, and in India there are a lot of companies which will do this kind of jobs. They will hire someone, they will pay them 10,000 15,000, not more than that per month. And at the end of your career, at end of 5 years also, if you are stuck in that WordPress HTML CSS loop, that is a loop, you'll get only 35,000 rupees. I have a lot of people who came to me are stuck in that kind of job. One of a person who was attending my night bootcamp, he was stuck in that kind of job for 2 years, and he just learned React.js from me, applied because he already was a web developer. He applied for React.js jobs and he got a React.js job. Such amazing thing, just got that, and in one year his salary will be increased like anything. So that is like that. And the next kind of job, as I've told, it's a HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js job. So you have to know React.js for that, and that is what web apps are made in. All these complicated things are made in that only. Okay, all these complicated things are made in that. So that is how it is. It is. So the main topics required for JavaScript for React.js is like ES6. There's something known as ES6. Again, I teach that thing ES6. So ES6 learn a bit well. Okay, so those things are there. So that is there, and anything else? So I have a day five of next day's crash course at 5 at 8:30 p.m. also. So those are doing it can join it. If you are new to this channel, or if you are just came to know about me, that will be way too much complicated for most of you. But then also see how I do this. I do this week long workshops. Week long means Monday to Friday, 8:30 p.m. IST to 9:30 p.m. IST, and those are the main thing on my channel. See, this weekend workshop is also there. From every Saturday, weekend workshop is there from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., in which I generally cover the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But HTML is the main thing. CSS and JavaScript are just the basics, which I touch there. But after that, you have to do the CSS workshop from my channel, which is a 1 week workshop. JavaScript workshop from my channel, again it's a 1 week workshop, and React.js workshop from my channel, again with the 1 week workshop. So okay, so those are 1 week workshops. Yeah, you can easily move to React.js, Kushal, with intermediate JavaScript. You can easily move. You should not go for a lot of complicated JavaScript, like prototypes and all those things. Those are not required in React.js, and so don't try to go towards that, because the first thing is that I always tell people to apply for some means get into some startups first. Startups are the thing, those they don't know need all those things. See, sometimes in some big companies what happen, these advanced JavaScript topics have been asked in the interviews, but nobody uses them. So okay, so hope this answer your question. Okay, so that is there. And if you all like this, come to this Friday evening thing. Means I'm not getting much time for the one to one. Maybe I will start soon one to one, and I will tell in my WhatsApp group, because the moment I give some one to one thing, all of it is booked for a month. So I will start that, and come to this. And this happens every time. Maybe sometime I do it on 6. So but this happen every time. So come to this, and we'll meet again next week on the same time. Okay,